So I have found over the last several years as an entrepreneur, there are three simple things that have made me much more successful in my business when I implement these. And that is to have a set time, a set place, and a set plan. And when I have these things in place with my business, then I am much more effective with my time, and I am a better leader to my team. So let's break down these three things. The first one is to have a set time. For many, many years, I struggled with this as an entrepreneur. I loved working for myself because it allows me so much flexibility to be able to spend time with my family and work when I need to. But what happens is if I don't have set work hours, then family time and business time start melting into one another, and it's hard to create good, clear boundaries. And then what happens is I try to work at times where the family might need me, or I feel like I'm missing out, or feel guilty for not being with them, and I'm not spending my time effectively on my job, but I'm also not being present with my family. So in order to find a better balance, you need set work hours. Now, I am someone who, I love this job because it's flexible. I don't want the rigidity of an 8 to 5, or a 9 to 5 kind of job. That's why I have this particular career. So I want to encourage you that when you hear the idea of setting work hours, that doesn't mean that you have to set, an 8-hour day or even a 5-hour day of 8-hour day or 5-hour days throughout the week. What it can mean, though, is that you set hours. Maybe you change those hours weekly. Maybe you even change them daily, but you have a time when you have decided what your work hours are going to be. So maybe it's set on Sunday evenings. You sit down, you look at your family's calendar, and you decide which 3 hours a day you were going to set aside for your job, and you put that on your family's calendar. Or it might be that each evening you decide what the next day's set hours are going to be. Maybe you have 2 hours that you can work in the morning and an hour after bedtime. Maybe you had a lunch hour that you could work, but you set those and you put them in the calendar so that you set the expectation for yourself and you set the expectation for your family. And you've created really clear margins about what is business time so that you can focus, get work done, stay on task, and what is family time so that you don't pull in business during family time. So I encourage you to set time, set work hours for yourself, whether you do that consistently and every week's the same, or every Sunday night you decide a week's plan, or day to day, but that you are intentional and proactive about setting that time apart. The second thing is to have a place. Again, another big struggle of mine as an entrepreneur working from home. I have 4 children, and we live in a 1,600 square foot house that only has 3 bedrooms, and they are full. So there's no office space in my house. And so for a long, long time, I worked at a corner of the dining room with a cart. But that cart designated my set place. And then I was able to set up kind of a home office inside my bedroom. It is really important that, it's really easy as an entrepreneur working on our own. Sometimes I work from my laptop in the bed or on the couch or in the car or wherever. But you do need a set place that is your office. It can be as untraditional as it needs to be. Don't hear that it has to be a traditional office, but setting aside that place also continues to help create those healthy boundaries so that your family knows when you are in this place, you are working and they can respect your work there. And then when you're not in this place, then you are free to be involved in family activities. It also allows you easy access to the items and products and things that you need as you're working your business to save you time. If you are hunting around in all the places for your envelopes and stamps and your samples and your note cards and all those things, then you are wasting time in your business. So having a set place to work is really crucial for that. And then it also, of course, helps you with organization. The more organized you can be, the more time you can save. All right. And then the last one is to have a set plan. Again, I've been doing this entrepreneur thing for about 7 years, and I'm still just getting the hang of this now. But a set plan means you need a system in place. That's so that when you do sit down in your designated place at your designated times, you don't waste your time figuring out what it is you need to be doing. You have a system in place that you know when you work on this day of the week, these are the tasks that you get done. When you work on this day of the week, these are the tasks that you get done. Now, again, this can be flexible. This can be non-traditional, because that is the beauty of the freedom we have as an entrepreneur. But implementing systems are really important because they help create time management. So one of the systems I use is called an Empowered Leaders Calendar, okay? And it is a system that is both printable, I can have it printed, and I have it virtual, because there are clickable links here. Whoops, I dropped it. There are clickable links here that I can go to. And what it does is it breaks down my month for me and helps me stay on task. So the first part of the month, I work through these tasks here. They are things like reaching out to my non-loyal customers, the ones who are not on a subscription or a loyal order, and I can reach out to them and offer them some education. I have some sample text messages that I can send them here at this clickable link. And so I go pull one of those, I tweak it, and I send that out that week. Another day of the week during my work hours, I'm going to reach out to my prospects, because that's what I do during the first of the month. Okay. And then it breaks it down through the weeks. So each week of the month, I have some tasks that I get done on the first few days, Monday and Tuesday of the month. Like I send out a text to all of my loyal members and thank them and tell them what, who has a subscription coming up, so that they can make sure that their order is processing correctly. The middle of the week, I have tasks that I do, and then at the end of the week. And then at the end of the month, I also have a checklist of things, so I don't forget that I need to follow up with any errors of orders that have gone through, or to welcome our new members from the month. Whatever it is, I have a system in place so that when I sit down in my place to work, at my time to work, I know exactly what to do. With it, I have a monthly planning sheet that helps me at the beginning of the month make sure I have all my classes and the people I'm planning on inviting, all of that planned out ahead of time so I don't waste my time. So I would love to hear more about how it's working for you. Do you have a set time, a set place, and a set plan to make sure that you are using your time in the best ways so that you can get the most out of being an entrepreneur, a successful business, and an engaged free time or family time? What are your systems? What are your places? What kind of work hours do you have? Share those with me in the comments. Thanks, guys.